Rule number 11, serve your optimal future self. So what is your optimal future self? Your optimal future self is the person you most enjoy and want to be, the person you respect and admire. It is the highest probability or possibility that you can consider. If I take good care of my body, if I develop these income abilities, if I take good care of my relationships, if I move to this location, if I achieve these goals, I could be living this kind of life. And it's not getting drunk in the beach and getting sunburned in perpetuity. That's great for a week or whatever. It's the mix of a life that wakes you up, where you feel like, yes, this is the life, this is the best me that I can be. What is that? And what would you have to do? What would you have to learn? What would you have to study to be that? And this is coming after knowing who you really are, because it's not being a doctor just because mom wants a doctor in the family, or that's what the cult says is really important, and artists, of course, are not important at all. It's not about what other people say. It's your sense at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning when you're looking at it, it's like, I feel a sadness, I feel a grief that I'm not taking steps to become him, that I'm not becoming her. There's a disconnect, a disintegration of my sense of my best self and the trajectory. My best self is probably not obese. It's probably not an alcoholic. It's probably not a bitter, cynical old man who resents never going for what they really wanted. So what is it? What is it? What is it not? What is it? That's your optimal future self. And the rule is to invest in becoming that future self. Tiny little steps, going for a walk, drinking one less beer, reading a book on the topic, researching a location to live, meeting people that bring life and aliveness. Meaning when I'm with this person, I just come alive. I laugh 5 times more than I do with any other person. And I want to get to know that optimal me. Invest in the optimal future. Invest in a future fund. I'm going to set money aside so that my future self has the money to do this, this, and this. I'm going to free up time. I'm going to release some of the odorous burdens and obligations responsibly so that my future self has more time to do this. I'm not going to spend all my time binge watching to escape the mediocrity of my present life. I'm going to start writing a chapter a day, an article. I'm going to start reading this, this, and this. I'm going to start developing a skill. With seeing that optimal future self as a lighthouse, you may never become that ideal. You may get half the way there, discover another optimal self that you like even better, and turn a corner. But the rule is to have a sense at any given time of what's the best you, and to be aware of what you're doing today in your discretionary income, your discretionary time, your discretionary choices. And are those choices taking you further away or lining you up with that? Invest in your future self.